greatly. It really does. Okay. Push the front forward slightly. African divisions arrive. Well, Africa's also sent us infantry divisions. Well, if they'd like to help reinforce my various fronts. Far be it from me to say no. Declared war on Argentina. Suffice it to say that Central America is a bit of a hot mess right now. I think these divisions need some time to resupply before I send them out to fight again. Hey Spaniards, would you care to help me out? I just nabbed this province. This little province for you. Is it too much to ask that you help out? So that maybe we keep it. Is that too much to ask? Help keep what we took. Over here in Spain, we're basically playing tug of war at the moment. It's a lot of gain territory, lose territory, gain territory, lose territory at present. It's still better going than over in the Americas, though. Let's see. I'm going to help with that attack on San Luis, I think. Feels like something that could do with some Germans involved. So now, Spain, we are holding. The Spanish are actually managing to make gains on their own. It's very slow, but they're rolling up the front line in a few places. Nice to see that.
Angetreten.
Union volunteers managed to help occupy San Luis. Let's take the fight across the river. We're still doing a better job against the CSA than the Pacific States are. Those bastards never seem to win. Pacific States always get their faces kicked in the American Civil War, and I don't know why. Yes, more rolling up the front. It got slightly rolled back there, but still rolled up overall. Unfortunately, Madrid is still bordered by syndicate territories. So the capital is still in quite a bit of danger. That being said, the Spanish are doing well. I'm not sure how much of that is them and how much of it is me intervening on their behalf. Okay. My attempt to attack across the river proved unsuccessful. I'm going to halt here. Regain some organization before we try again. We'll throw some more divisions back into things here. And apparently, that mass rebellion in Brazil threw away the integralist government, so they get a democracy again. Nice. Now, more destroyers, please. Let's see. We have 2 factories available. I'm going to tell them both to make infantry equipment, since that's what we need the most right now. I have a decent number of divisions in the east, but none covering Ukraine right now. It isn't because I'm planning to sell them out, mind you. More down to the fact that I just don't have the troop numbers right now to cover the entire border with Russia. So, more practical concerns than anything else. Mechanical computing is done. Let's see here. What now? I have the blueprint to get it early, so I'll get the 1938 infantry equipment now. As Hungary gets its face kicked in, as always seems to happen. You guys have recovered enough for me to put you back on the front lines. And Madrid finally has a little bit of breathing room. Nepal has declared war on the Dominion of India. I think Nepal must have gone insane. But to be honest, this is the tame version. I've had games before where Nepal declares war on both the Dominion of India and the Bhartiya Commune. I am not making this up. And Indochina appears to be doing better than when I last looked. Not pleased about that. Pack 1's finished. Pack 2 now, so that I can finish up with Black Monday stuff. Go. Now we can get the infantry equipment we need. Soon, hopefully. And yeah, lest you forget, Middle Africa did declare war on Portugal. They're doing a better job over in Angola compared to that region there, however. Dravida Nazu has been annexed. And Mysore, or Mysore, I'm not sure how you'd pronounce that, but those rebels down in the Princely Federation are getting bopped. Although, I'm just noting this now, but, and it could just be me, but I swear the Princely Federation looks smaller than when I last looked. Probably is just me, honestly. But I thought for a second they used to be bigger. I don't know why. Let's see here. Another division. I think that can be enough for there. I'm gonna start sending divisions to man the front in Ukraine and helps stop the Socialist Republic of Russia going forward, I think. And yes, the Spanish are doing well now.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
How about you? Do you feel like caving before the might of 2 whole German divisions? It would appear you do. Much appreciated. Yeah, some gains, some places for the Union State, but not many. Mostly a stalemate. Compare that to Spain, where we are definitely doing loads better now. When this attack there's stalls, Macedonia has been annexed by Serbia, apparently. It's one of those rebel states, I do believe. Yeah, when this attack stalls, I'm going to help out with one of the other ones, I think. I'll leave that one there. There's that one there. No, that one's already finished itself.
Zum Ausrücken.
What about here? We'll continue on. Guns from Middle Africa. They're giving us infantry equipment. Apparently, my issuing a warrant for Goering's arrest did precisely nothing. But I'll just be glad that it didn't cause Middle Africa to collapse. Honestly, I'm just grateful for that at this point. Signal company research is done. I'm gonna get military police now. We will need them at some point. We will indeed. Americas. Let me help you out with fighting those guys. Excavation 1. Anti-tank guns. I never remember to research or use my anti-tanks, so should probably do that. Princely Federation annexed another splinter state. Just that one tiny one in Mysore, or whatever left. Here. Let's help those guys out by attacking the ones attacking them. 2 is done. No, I didn't need to do that. I was being silly. I can't pronounce this either, but modifies the effects of Black Monday again, cutting the enormous salaries of those officials who can more than afford to do so hasn't been met with open arms. Many have called Groner a syndicalist in sheep's clothing, quickly retracted their statements on the threat of release of their expenses during the crisis. It would appear Groner won't be invited to any social gatherings among the aristocracy for quite some time. Once again, reduces consumer goods, factory requirements, and increases our construction speed and production efficiency and factory output to deal with Black Monday. After this, it will just... and the one after this is the one that gets rid of Black Monday altogether. Attack up there. Aggressive supporting of our allies in this civil war. I'll just call it. That one didn't work out. Wait there. Kena has fallen. back into syndicalist hands. Guys, help them out. Actually, I think attempting to hold on to that is not my best idea. So I hope you guys retreat soon. Princely Federation annexed their last person, so that civil war of theirs, or not necessarily a civil war, but that series of rebellions is over. Collins ousted from office, dealing with Ireland here. Michael Collins' time as president has finally ended. Collins was credited with a major role in gaining Ireland's independence from Britain and with recovering Northern Ireland during the British Revolution. He held his executive position since then on a massive wave of public support, which following Black Monday has seemingly fallen flat. Accusations of vote rigging and voter suppression were rife in the latest election, but even if any tampering occurred, such attempts have failed. Collins has lost to his opponents and resigned in ignominy, with the rest of his party calling fresh elections and returning Ireland to multi-party democracy. Big Fellow has left the stage, but who now takes his place? Maybe he should have paid the tallyman more then. Indeed. Well, Michael Collins losing his office. Interesting. Now, mind you, I have seen that happen a few times, but it's definitely the exception rather than the rule. He generally seems to very stubbornly hang on to his position. And I've only seen him actually fail to stay as president once or twice. So it happens, just not very frequently. It looks like the Carlists are trying to make a big push. Let's check out the Portugal thing. Unchanged. Yeah, the Carlists are trying to make a big push, it looks like. Probably taking advantage of the fact that my sole focus for this intervention is making sure the CNTS FAI does not win, rather than being especially interested in doing anything about Carlist Spain. Because if they win, then yeah, it's not great because they're more likely to ally with the Entente than with us. But it's more of a positive than should the Socialists win. Iceland leaves Middle Europa. Iceland has severed the last of its ties with Middle Europa today. Their government is choosing to leave our sphere of influence, citing the exploitative nature of the customs union. Any designs we might have had towards their country will have to be abandoned for the time being. Traitors! Synthetic oil experiments is also done. I will research paratroopers. Don't know why I hadn't done that before, to be honest. But we will do now. Why are you not also attacking? Honestly. Okay. The front's being pushed up. Let's push it up further. And our allies there are attacking. I'll join them in support. And it is now 1938. You know, I say that Kaiserreich tends to be a fairly short run for each game, which, well, it does. That is true. However, you guys need some time to recover your organization before I attack. I should have thought about that. As I was saying, it's short for a Paradox game, but it's still longish in the grand scheme of things. Definitely longish. Okay. That is done. So I will research you now. Okay, let's see here. We have more military factories free. I'm producing enough infantry equipment for now. What I need to produce more of is light tanks and motorized. Also Air Force. We need significantly more planes when we can manage it. But that's gonna be a little bit. The Austrian Empire finally managed to win their Hungarian war. Also, victory in Africa, apparently. Right, the fact Portugal's still holding on some of their bits. German colonial forces in Middle Africa have managed to defeat the Portuguese army and occupy vast amounts of territory. Now they have decided to try and settle the matter in a peace agreement, which we have been asked to draft. While the colonial offices, well, many in the colonial offices, would like to annex vast swaths of land from the Portuguese and incorporate it into Middle Africa, others call for restraint, arguing that adding such a large amount of territory to the already faltering administration would bring nothing but trouble, and that the main objective would be to take the territory needed to secure against any future threats of Middle Africa, but nothing more. Let's see. We have 4 options here. Can take only northern Mozambique, the whole of Mozambique, we shall establish security zones in both Mozambique and Angola, or take all of both. But as it says, adding such large amounts of territory to an already unstable administration might prove to push it past its breaking point. I'm not sure what the security zones thing does, honestly. But I say the whole of Mozambique. Don't be too overambitious, but take something. I would have included Eastern Angola in that if I had the option, honestly. I'll have to look up what the security zones thing does sometime, but for the moment, that will do.
Greift weiter an!
And it looks like the CSA have got reinforcements there. And we just pushed Portugal into joining the Entente with that, so... Shame there wasn't an option to say, take nothing, just ask for war reparations. I might have done that, if given the choice, honestly.
Ihre Befehle!
Let's help out over there. I'm just doing supporting operations over in America at the moment. Unlike in Spain, where I am actually initiating offensive action on most occasions.
Bereit!
The Flight of von Goering. Early at dawn, a lone plane has performed an unscheduled takeoff. The administrative capital of German Africa has become somewhat of an aviation hotspot. The lack of proper clearance for this flight, plus the timing of the event, made sure to raise some alarm over it. The true significance of the incident, however, only came to light when the working day began at headquarters of the German administration. Neither the Statthalter nor the monetary reserves of the government were to be found. The leading theory is that the Statthalter himself has misappropriated the funds before deserting his post. Remains to be seen what this means for German colonial governance in the region. I'm sorry, he did what? So, it looks like Goering has fucked off with all of Mittelafrica's money. This could be a problem. In fact, this is almost assuredly a problem.
Zuhören! Weiter! Weiter! Greift weiter an!
Yes, indeed. Problem is the way to describe it, I feel. Anyways, we'll halt that attack for the moment, as we have to deal with defending ourselves over there as a point of urgency.
Achtung! Ziel anvisiert.
Never mind. Halt the attack and go defensive. Here as well. Still, right now, even if we do have... Oh, fuck. This is a lot of declarations of war. And unfortunately, the thing I was trying to avoid has now happened. The collapse of Mittelafrica. Disturbing reports are emerging out of the various parts of Africa that are under German rule. Seems that the German administration has collapsed entirely. It is unclear why or how, but the administration, usually regarded as efficient abroad and known for its lavish expending, is no more. As the central government no longer can act, conflict sparks across the continent, as the various kingdoms, tribes, and protectorates that comprised it now fight among themselves over new claims and ancient grudges, and cliques of Askari and German colonial officers attempt to keep a semblance of normalcy. Whether this state of affairs is passing, or a dark age of violence is truly beginning in Africa, it is uncertain. However, it's safe to say that the German colonial empire has crumbled. Hermann, give me back my legion! I love that reference. It's fucking great. Southwest Africa here is a remnant. That's all we have left. That right there. Along with that, German colonial holdings in Africa are basically Morocco, Djibouti, Madagascar, and Southwest Africa as a protectorate, unless it gets conquered by Nambiland. Well, that's something to keep an eye on. I don't really have the spare forces to be able to send them expeditionary forces when I'm trying to build up my own border defenses and prepare for the war with France and Russia that is inevitably coming, however. But yeah. We lost control of that tiny bit of territory there. I'll help out with regaining it, but I have to wait until I get my organization back, I think. And they are requesting supplies in Southwest Africa. Although the entirety of Mittelafrica has collapsed, there's one place that remains loyal, Nambia, the last place in Mittelafrica under white rule, and is requesting our assistance in their current conflict. Not helping them would be foolish, as it could mean losing our last land in Africa. Of course we will help. I will send them stuff. I will also... Actually, no, we can't do war economy. But I will move up to extensive conscription. To get the extra manpower we are most assuredly going to need when we finally go to war with the French. Okay, now you guys can move up here to help hold that. We'll continue battleship construction for our naval program, I think. And this is done, so it's finally time. We can finish the Black Monday reforms. Seemed impossible, but the numbers confirm it. The crisis is nearing its end. Key point is that it is not over yet. There are still millions without jobs, and civil society has been stretched to the breaking point. Catastrophe of Black Monday will leave marks for a generation, but this is the beginning of the end. We get more stability, and Black Monday goes away. Oh yes. Just what we need. Peace with Andorra. The Principality of Andorra joined the war against us in support of France. But after their defeat, Andorra had no ties with the new commune and aligned itself with Spain, officially signing a protection treaty in 1919. However, the treaty didn't annul their declaration of war against us. And in fact, nor has any treaty since. Several diplomats have been working to resolve this strange circumstance, and now we have a peace deal ready to be signed. It is but a formality, of course. And where is Andorra? I don't actually know where this country is. Or some random colonial state. Probably. Anyways. Sure, sign the treaty, that's a mere formality. And if you want a real-world example of this sort of treaty, then I can give you one. That actually is still going on to this day. As it might interest you to know that technically Japan and Russia are still at war from World War II even today, and the two have yet to manage to hammer out a peace agreement. That's basically what we're talking about here. They're not fighting each other or anything, but they are technically still at war. If you want to know the sort of thing we are talking about here. Yes, that's been taken. Hold that, and you can hold there. Carlos tried to take Madrid and failed. I am happy to see this. The front in Spain is slowly but steadily being rolled up. Yeah. I should wait on myself to recover organization before launching new attacks there, I think.
Auf geht's!
I didn't notice that you guys had done that. I want you to fall back. Looking at the Americas, the Pacific states haven't gotten their face kicked in yet. And they're actually making gains. Though, to be honest, probably a big part of that is the fact that the Union State, through the existence of my divisions, has been, I bet, occupying the larger portion of CSA forces over the course of the war, rather than anything about the Pacific States having the better army or that sort of nonsense. Okay, we'll attack there in support. It appears not to be helping much. What about there? Sud-West Africa has annexed Nambiland. And they've also sent us motorized divisions.
Zuhören!
Peace deals signed with the Indo-Chinese Union. Fuck. They won the Civil War. Or the War of Independence over here. And Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos are now united as the Indo-Chinese Union. Oh dear. And would you fucking look at this? The left Kuomintang's war with the Anqing is still going on. I've never known it to last this long. That is a new one.
Zuhören!
Bloody well is. We can also get a new land doctrine, so I will.
Ihre Befehle?
Would you guys care to help me out with my attack here? Frick. Apparently not. It looks like the CNTFAI is reaching the point where it's starting to stalemate over there.
Zuhören!
Okay. Oh, let's go.
Vorwärts, Männer! Ausrücken!
Why did my one division retreat all the way over there? God. Bloody fucking morons. Get on the train. Indo-Chinese revolt has succeeded. We know this. Insulindia has declared war on the Dutch East Indies. It's a bit of column A, bit of column B, whether or not the Dutch will get the Insulindian revolt, honestly. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they manage to pacify the region enough that there is no rebellion. And sometimes Insulindia just falls super quickly. But at this point, I think that we will be calling it for this stream. So, this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming. You have been watching Kaiserreich, Legacy of the Weltkrieg. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again for my next stream on Saturday, which will be Morrowind. Probably. I may just decide I'd rather play Final Fantasy XIV instead. Not really sure. Anyways, see you then, everybody, and so long for now.